What's going on, everybody? Bobbybarks here, and welcome to my non-spoiler review for the Netflix original show, The OA. I honestly don't know if The OA is the worst piece of television I've watched, or possibly the greatest. It's certainly unlike anything I've witnessed before. The story, in essence, concerns one thing: what happened to Prairie Johnson. But in the same way Twin Peaks wasn't only about who killed Laura Palmer, The OA has far more going on, from vengeful Russian gangsters to near-death experiences, and from other planes of existence to dealing with high school angst. Here's what you should know going in. The OA, which is now on Netflix after a surprise trailer and date announcement just 5 days before its launch, is an 8-part series from Britt Marling and Zal Batman-Glee, the duo responsible for the indie thrillers The East and The Sound of My Voice. Directed by Batman-Glee, it stars Marling as Prairie Johnson, a blind woman missing for 7 years who returns to her hometown with her sight completely restored. She's got mysterious scars on her back and refuses to open up to the FBI, or even her family, about what happened while she was gone. But after recruiting an open-minded motley crew of lost souls from her hometown, she lets them in, not only on the events that occurred while she was held captive with another group of misfits, but on her entire personal history and where they factor into her new quest. Prairie, who now goes by The OA, is the subject of likely illicit science experiments run by Jason Isaacs, aka Harry Potter's Lucius Malfoy, so we'll expect the worst of him. Could the experiments have something to do with how she got her eyesight back? Yes, there are more than a few parallels to Netflix's undisputed breakout hit of 2016 Stranger Things. They certainly both benefit from the air of mystery surrounding each project, but while Stranger Things is a homage to genre movies from the 80s, The OA has a much more in common with the unsettling realistic present-day indie thrillers of Marling, Batman-Glee and their contemporaries. The story of The OA shares plenty of DNA with Marling's other work, especially Another Earth and Sound of My Voice, and while there are no otherworldly demogorgons present, the later reveals of The OA are possibly more difficult to explain, despite containing few elements found outside our everyday lives. The OA also benefits from the freedom of streaming. While plenty of non-traditional TV shows are guilty of padding episodes just because, The OA uses the format to its advantage. The structure of the first episode in particular is set up like a typical TV drama, until it isn't, and while most installments stick to an hour, give or take, one of the later installments is just 30 minutes, the perfect length for that particular chapter of the story. There are certain elements that get a short shrift, particularly the more fantastical ones, but the series strikes a nice balance between diving deep enough into the backstories of all the members of the ensemble to form emotional attachments to them, while still making it clear who and what is the star of the show: Prairie, aka The OA. There are two parallel ensembles at work: the group of misfits who sign on to help the OA with her mission, and the group of misfits who are held captive alongside her. Irish actor Patrick Gibson is particularly fantastic as rebellious teen Steve from the former group, as is the officer's Phyllis Smith in a wonderfully emotional turn as an adrift teacher who reaffirms her purpose in life as she grows closer to the students accompanying her on OA's mission. Emery Cohen, aka Smasher's insufferable son Leo, is magnetic as Prairie's fellow captive Homer, and Isaacs is just as creepy as their captor as you'd expect him to be. Don't let the fun of learning about the mystery mislead you. This is not a silly romp. It's not funny or campy. In fact, it's more disquieting than anything, really solidifying the beautiful, realistic unease that Marling and Batman-Glee have perfected in their films. What is The OA? Well, you do find out eventually, but like her acolytes, you still might be questioning her mission in the end. The OA is an unnervingly realistic yet still fantastical exploration of morality, of art, of the truth, of reality, of survival, and most of all, of hope. While some elements of the story go frustratingly unexplored and you'll find yourself scratching your head at some of the revelations and the forced topical mess final turn in particular, you also can't help but become entranced by the world Batman-Glee and Marling have created and how it looks so much like our own. The show is nuts and doesn't quite work all of the time, the modern dance stuff, yeah, but you know what? I'm so sick of safe TV all the time that I'm very happy to see a risk-taking show that fails some of the time just to root for it to succeed. And this show did succeed in many ways in creating an emotionally gripping drama that makes me want to see more. So if this is your sort of thing, then I would definitely recommend checking it out. So that's my non-spoiler review of the OA. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to interact with me a little bit more, then please leave a comment in the section below. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye for now.